Hi and welcome to the next episode of Manas. I'm your wellness mentor Nanda Kumar, and today we are going to talk about a very important topic called self-love. And especially this episode is dedicated to all the women out there with whom I find this being a very big challenge in these days. So we are talking about self-love, and we are going to focus more on women today. Now, why we are focusing on women today? One of the important reasons is because I see many of my clients coming to me, and when I address their issues or problems, ultimately it could be a lot of other things which are superficial. But when you go deeper, you find that the source problem or the root cause of the issue seems to be self-love. So what is self-love actually? Now, self-love is actually a state of appreciation of oneself. Okay, having a very high regard for one's own well-being and happiness. And we find this lacking with many of our women today. Now, why is it that way? Now, you need to go back in time. If you see in many of the families, when a girl child is born, as she grows up, the parents, especially her mother, they keep on advocating to her that her life is meant to be of service to others. As she grows up, she is taught how to handle a kitchen, how to cook food, how to serve food to her family members, and she is taught all these family chores, which actually makes her feel that she is somebody who needs to be sacrificing her life for others. Once she grows up and then she gets married, then it is her duty what she needs to do to her husband, to her in-laws, to her children after they are born. And so actually the life of a woman seems to be revolving around or centered around doing things for other people. And in the bargain, and as she grows, there is a conflict which comes inside her saying, so what is in it for me? Where are my wishes being taken care of? Where are my wants being taken care of? Where are my needs being serviced? Who is going to take care of me? So there is always this conflict which is inside, wherein she starts feeling that, and based on the reactions of other people, she starts feeling that I'm not good enough. Maybe I need to do better. Maybe I didn't take care of my son properly. Maybe I didn't take care of my children properly. Maybe I'm not handling my in-laws properly, because she gets feedbacks from many people which are not always positive. And so she goes into this kind of a mode of being highly self-critical of herself too. So there is a serious problem of lack of self-love inside. You don't love yourself first, and you don't take care of yourself first. It is all other people. Even if there is a shortage of food, the food is served to all other people, and she goes hungry. And this actually forms a fundamental cause for many problems inside her. Emotionally, there is a problem of hurt. She feels anxiety is a problem. Depression is a problem. She gets into stress because of the kind of behavior which people do. There is a feeling of being used or being treated like a doormat, or being uncared and unloved, and mostly being taken for granted by other people, which only goes to increase the burden inside her, the feelings of sadness inside her. And she thinks, why am I getting this kind of treatment? Am I not worthy enough for other people to love me? Now, all these emotional thoughts finally boil down to physical health issues. They have problems with upper back pain or lower back pain. They have problems with body weight. Say they put on fat, feeling of tiredness, fatigue, and even problems like heart issues and diabetics, which can be actually traced to lack of joy in life. So what's the solution? Now, it is important to understand that you are the most important person in your life, and there is no need for you to get approval or ratification from other people. From a mode of being not enough, I am not enough, you need to switch to a mode of saying I am enough. So once you start loving yourself, what happens? Once you start loving yourself, you start giving more value to yourself. Your self-esteem increases. From a state of low self-esteem, you start moving into a state of high self-esteem. And what does that do to you? You start having the courage to stand up and voice out what you need to say, what you need to do. You start having the confidence to accept your weaknesses and also know your strengths. So compared to the past, where you might not have accepted your weaknesses if you had a low self-esteem, once you have a higher self-esteem and when you start loving yourself, you would definitely be able to say, yes, I lack this kind of skill or this kind of quality, and I want people to help me in these particular areas. You become more confident about yourself. You become more stronger, more powerful as a person. And what does that do? It changes your mindset from negativity to positivity. And that starts working on improving your health also. So what is needed? What are the steps that a person should take to become more in terms of caring for oneself, or becoming more of a person who loves themselves better than what they used to do till date? There are a few points which I would like to suggest. The first being, become more mindful of your thoughts. What kind of thoughts are you having? What kind of feelings are you having? And what kind of emotions are going through you? That's the first thing. You need to understand where you are, and then only you will know where you want to go. The second important thing is having a lot of self-worth. You must feel that you're worthy of things in life. Many of the people I see feel that they are not worthy of that. They are not worthy of it. And so even if something comes to them, they don't want to take it. So self-worth is very, very important, and feel that whatever strengths you have got, whatever weaknesses you have got, with all that, you are really enough. And more importantly, don't be too critical on yourself. Many women I see are so very critical of themselves. They really beat themselves up. You need to forgive yourself. And forgiving yourself is one of the most important thing, which is very, very liberating for you. In fact, that's true for everybody. So having a lot of ability to forgive yourself and not beat yourself up. The inner child in you needs that, and you need to give it to that inner child in you. And definitely you need to set boundaries to people. You must learn to say no where you have to say no. You have to stand up for yourself, and sometimes in order to avoid conflicts, you keep quiet. You gulp down a lot of problems which people talk to. You don't want to say. You know that you need to say it, but you lump it and you don't say it because it may create conflict. One of the health issues which happens that way is thyroid, which happens because of not saying what you want to say. Again, the emotional reason for a physical health issue. And it's also important that you start caring for yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. Nobody else is going to do that for you. So if you want to go for a facial, if you want to go for a pedicure, if you want to go for a manicure, if you want to buy that good dress which you always thought of buying but you never thought of buying, go ahead and do that. That's also very, very important. So when you do all this, ultimately what you're doing is you start becoming a better person. You start becoming a better version of yourself. And when you have love for yourself, and when there is love inside you, then only you will also be able to give love to other people without expectations. And when you give love to other people without expecting anything back from them, you become very, very healthy and happy. So thank you for watching this episode. And if you like this episode, please do share it with your friends, and also subscribe to this channel. Until we meet next time, bye-bye from Nandakumar.